And more than 95% of Palestinians in Israeli jails have been subjected to different forms of torture. Human rights activists say this is in stark violation of international law and conventions. Press TV's correspondent in Ramallah, Kandil, has more on this report.
Almost every Palestinian arrested by the Israeli forces has been subjected to torture in different forms. 95% of the Palestinian inmates face torture from the moment they are arrested, through interrogation process and behind bars, according to institutions working on prisoners' issue.
The majority of the Palestinians in Israeli jails are tortured in different forms by the Israeli occupation authorities and the Israel security agency Shin Bet. The physical torture starts the moment when the prisoners are taken from their homes and during interrogation, especially the minors, for refusing to confess acts they have not carried out.
Human rights organizations say Israel continues to violate all rights and freedoms granted to prisoners by the 4th Geneva Convention and international laws. This is why they say that Israeli soldiers responsible for the illegal mistreatment of the inmates must be prosecuted.
We have been documenting all these illegal practices and cases of torture by the Israeli soldiers. In some cases, what's being carried out is part of war crimes committed, and thus those soldiers must be prosecuted for their illegal and inhumane acts that represent the ideology of the Israeli regime in general.
According to Palestinian sources, since 1967, at least 205 Palestinian prisoners have died of excessive torture during interrogations or other forms of violence, as well as a lack of adequate medical care. In addition, dozens of Palestinians died shortly after their release due to health problems resulting from the absence of medical attention in Israeli prisons. Palestinian inmates have been subjected to systematic torture all through the years of Israeli occupation. The Palestinians say this will not end as long as detention of Palestinian men, women and children continues. The inmates are behind bars for defying the Israeli occupation in all its forms. Kandil for Press TV, occupied Ramallah.